Joe, it would have been a remarkable victory, obviously, but you must have arrived this morning with kind of realistic hopes that you could do it.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously very disappointing now. I thought the way we responded, both with ball and bat in the second innings, was outstanding. You know, especially the way we played last night in those conditions. I thought we showed a lot of character, which is what you want to see in big series like this. It's just now finding a way of doing it for longer periods of time and making sure we do it over 5 days.
Joe, how much of a concern is it that Nathan Lyon seems to be causing so many of your left-handers such problems, and it's resulted in quite low scores each time that you batted?
Yeah, he's bowled well throughout the series. He's he's one of the leading wicket taker this year. He's performed very well, and we've got to make sure we have decent games and counter that in practice to make sure we're ready for it when it comes around to Test matches. More than anything, it's about making sure you're really clear about how you go about playing him individually, and if we can do that, then then we'll be in a really good place.
From your own personal performance, obviously the way in which you were able to, I guess, push back a little bit last night, do you think that your batting's in decent shape and that the other batsmen will be able to take a bit of a lead from the way you went about things?
Yeah, I think as well, in big series, your senior players have to step up and sort of lead from the front, and tried to do that last night. Unfortunately, this morning couldn't carry that on, and that's really disappointing. And that hurts me personally a lot. Yeah.
Joe, have you got anything to say to the cricketing public in England? That a lot of them will have got up at home quite early. A lot of them have paid a lot of money to come out here, and they'll probably be thinking, same old story. Can you understand that for all your optimism, why people at home might be feeling a little bit pessimistic about the way things are going?
Well, I can understand that they'll be frustrated and disappointed, because that's exactly how I feel. I don't think we did ourselves justice today, and the first innings, I don't think we did ourselves justice either. But I think that the support we've had throughout this game has been outstanding, as it was in Brisbane, and I'm sure it will be exactly the same throughout the whole series. It is like a 12th man on the field. The atmosphere last night in the ground was remarkable. It was great to be involved in, and to have that support here in Australia was very special. And as a player, you want to give something back, and you want to put in performances that put smiles on faces back home and make people keep wanting to tune in and watch us play. And that's one of the drivers and motivations for us individually to go out and perform.
Joe, one of the pluses you could argue is that you managed to unsettle and disrupt Steve Smith, kept his scores down, sledged him pretty heavily and so on. Do you think you've left a mark on him in some way?
I think we have to make sure that we read the situation next time round. It could be completely different. I think we've obviously got a few different plans and that seem to work quite nicely here, but every game's different. He's a good player. He'll come back I'm sure with some sort of reply. It is nice to know that we've had a number of different guys make him work very hard for his runs and get him out. So yeah, it is promising in a way. Yeah.